Rusty Quill presents.
Push the Roll with Ross Bryant is intended for mature listeners only. Check the show notes for content warnings, and please listen with care. Want to get involved? Back us on Patreon and submit your ideas for our improvised games. Your suggestion just might inspire our next Call of Cthulhu adventure. Join today at patreon.com/pushtheroll.
This podcast is brought to you by Thomson Reuters. The best don't just do their work, they change what's possible. Cases won, audits completed, jobs saved. Behind every one of those moments is a professional who needed to get it right and did. Thomson Reuters builds the technology that sharpens insights, speeds up decision-making, and powers the outcomes that matter. So when professionals act, the impact is felt by everyone. Be a changemaker. Visit tr.com/changemakers.
Weavers of stories, tellers of tales, so are we all. And we are gathered here to sit down at our loom and see if we can bring the warp and woof of a tale for you. Yes, we're going to weave a narrative tapestry for your ears today. Yes, we are here, as always, on Push the Roll, playing Call of Cthulhu, but we have no idea what's about to happen. We're going to improvise the entire scenario based on your titles. And I am hugely lucky because today we have assembled, as always, a crack team, a group of amazing players that I'm so excited to perform with. I really just gotta start off the rip. Somebody who's really dedicated to the process. Somebody who confessed to me that he is taking his very first improv class soon. So we can all look forward to hearing his commitment to the art and science of improvisation played out in these episodes. It's my right-hand man, Cup.
No, you can hear it next time in the next series, not this one.
I'm like curious to see if like you get a little like heady or worse, because that's always my experience with people when they first start taking improv. They're like, ah!
Absolutely. I am 100% expecting this.
I'm so excited to be part of your before.
That's right. Uh-huh. Cup, don't do it. You're a raw talent, an uncut gem. And
yeah, you sold this really hard to introduce me first, Ross, but I'll take it. I'm super excited, as always.
Yeah. So we can look forward to him second guessing his choices and really trying to get improv right.
Oh, God.
Over the course of this session. So I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also looking forward to playing with my pal Scott Dorward.
Thank you. Yeah, I am committed to staying raw and unformed.
Yes, Scott Dorward, raw, inchoate, formless. Wonderful.
That's a good word.
Yes, we're in Lovecraft land now, so esoteric vocabulary is coming at you hard and fast. And you've already heard a couple other voices piping up. Part of the reason that I am so lucky is I've got two absolute legends in the field of game mastering, true maestros of this form. I am super pleased to be joined by my friend, someone that I've played with, who's game mastered me over on her show on Geek and Sundry. It's internet nerd Amy Vorpahl, who is currently touring with her solo musical She's Got NPC Energy, but is taking some time out of her busy schedule to join us. Hello, Amy.
Woo! Hello. I've given so much money to improv schools. You have no idea. I couldn't be more formed and hammered into exactly what these schools want you to be than you can imagine. But we'll see how that plays out today.
Incredible. So what you're saying is I need to start budgeting for my path.
It's an addiction. It truly is an addiction.
I wish that was more of a joke.
It's just truth.
Yes. Wonderful. So someone who's been turned on the improv lathe, Amy Vorpahl, cut to a fine shape.
Are we clay or are we looms? God damn it.
Are we clay? Are we wood? Are we cloth? Who's to say?
Or are we dancer?
Wow. Who is that holding me to strict precision? You know her work from Worlds Beyond Number and Dimension 20 and Critical Role. It's Aabria Iyengar.
Yay!
Hi! I've given UCB so much of my money, and I still need to go pick up my little certificate of completing that, like, basic improv track. I want it. I'll frame it.
There's a certificate?
Yeah, you can go pick one up later. I always forgot to go back.
That's why I signed up, because it says there's a certificate at the end, and I can show Ross every time we record.
Cup, don't forget to go get it. Just lift it slowly into frame at the end of every big choice you make.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping it's a PDF. I don't want to come to California to get it.
No, do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the accreditation is only valid in the state of California. You can't practice improv in Texas. Sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's fun.
But so we are going to put these highly trained improv skills to the test today by using the titles submitted by our Patreon subscribers to inspire a brand new scenario. So, Aabria, you're our very special guest. Would you like to roll a D100 for us? Tell us the number, and then we will reach into the fates and pull out of the clay or wood or threads the starting.
I got a straight 60.
Wow.
Nice round number, 60.
Nice even.
Let's see here. Okay, so today's title comes from Isaiah Yarbrough, and Isaiah submitted the title, The Doom That Came to My Doorstep. The Doom That Came to My Doorstep.
That's fun.
What a great title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would read that little pulp novel.
I get nervous thinking, what's Ross going to do to us every time I'm reading these?
Yeah. Do you mean the sunshine that came to our doorstep?
The cosmos is a cyclopean infinity of chaos. Infinite branching paths stretching off to vistas in the distance that will drive the mind mad. Shall we shrink in the face of all this? Or will we climb aboard the chaos and ride it to the end, letting chance guide the way? This is Push the Roll. We're rolling dice against your Patreon suggestions to create improvised Call of Cthulhu adventures in real time, with themes of eldritch horror, the weird, the transhuman, the transmundane, the cyberpunk, the splatterpunk, the anything punk. We don't know until we roll. Anytime, any place, anything can happen when you push the roll.
The doom that came to my doorstep. Wow.
Yeah. So pick an era that had doorsteps, Ross. That's
What's
that's the main job.
Okay, so cave people times are right out.
Darn it.
Yeah, no yurts or tents here. The doom that came to my doorstep. Like as you're saying, that I always love when it sounds like a short story or a pulp novel, and this certainly has that flavor.
Yeah.
You know, can I just say what I'm thinking of, which
Please.
is like not based on much of anything, but like something about it is giving like Louisiana, like in the bayou. I don't know why that came to mind.
Interesting.
I like that.
I like that too.
There is something to having like an isolated house where you don't get a lot of visitors, right? You don't get a lot of company. So you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Indeed, Cup. Like what you're saying, this instantly kind of makes you think of a house first and foremost. Horror is full of malevolent houses that contain secrets. And do you dare cross the threshold just beyond the doorstep? Whose house is this? Are we going? Are we already there? These are questions perhaps that we'll come to learn. But I love Amy just coming in strong with Louisiana. Don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, I too love Louisiana and the bayou.
And we've not been there.
We're about to insult so many people with our Cajun accents. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Just house in Louisiana is already making me think of the sort of just big old Victorian house set back way back in the swamp, cypress trees and little eddies of swampy water around. So if a genre perhaps is conjured by this, Southern Gothic.
Yeah.
This also came to my mind that isn't Interview with a Vampire, doesn't Lestat like retire there in the book?
Yeah, there's a lot of Louisiana in all of Anne Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down there.
As is True Blood, if we're just naming all the spooky things that we do in Louisiana.
Oh, yeah, True Blood.
There's a lot of Southern fried horror and vampires out there.
I'll play Sookie Stackhouse today.
Damn it.
Taken.
I'll be Bill. Sookie.
So the question then becomes like, how do we want to introduce our player characters into this world? I mean, there's a world where you're already perhaps occupying a house, or maybe you're people that have inherited a house.
Oh.
In either case, it could be that our players are a family, kind of limbs on the family tree. Some relative that you barely knew existed has left you a property.
I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been enough Regency fiction where we always see the family that's about to be like dispossessed by the out of town cousin that's surprisingly inherited. It would be really fun to play the dispossessing family coming in going like, well, looks like this is all ours now. I bet nothing bad will come of that.
Or it could even be that someone is on their deathbed in this house and we're like the family vultures who've arrived to pick the carcass.
Oh, fun! we deserve whatever's about to happen.
Of course, my mind goes to the bowling movie Greedy when you say that, Scott, where they're just,
Of course it does.
they're just waiting for the family patriarch to die.
That is such a Regency thing. I just kind of read a little bio of Jane Austen and which brother is going to inherit a house and are they going to be nice to you is a big part of a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of inheritors. So let's think of our party as just members of an extended family. It doesn't mean that this maybe needs to be a nuclear family. Maybe one of you's an executor or a lawyer or an appraiser.
Could I be the kind of caretaker of the deceased man who has been on staff for 25, 30 years and might be even in the will herself, but also is kind of the one who was closest to the guy?
Amy, when you say that, it reminds me of the bowling movie Greedy.
I've never seen it.
He has a caretaker and the family's worried she's going to take everything. It's Michael J. Fox is in it. It's actually really funny, but it was not popular.
I mean, yeah.
The Criterion Classic Haunted Mansion movie with Eddie Murphy is right there. But no, I like that we keep getting the bowling.
It's always bowling with me, Aabria.
Yeah, interesting.
I definitely want to be the lawyer. I like the idea of, for whatever reason, having to be there for the handoff, but not feeling particularly tied to the family and the goings on, other than executing a will.
Great. An executor or executrix of the will. Wonderful.
Not for free.
Yes.
I also could be lady with the stick up her ass. I just from living in Louisiana, they still do things like debutante balls and like cotillions and stuff like that. So like an etiquette teacher or someone who is, getting the ladies ready.
Oh, I love that too. Wow, that's great. I don't want to push you one way or the other. It's really depends on what delights you.
Too many things. I'll shut up, but I'll maybe I'll decide based on the others.
Yeah, sometimes we just change on the fly. That's totally fine. What decade are we in, Ross?
That's a good question. And I will say that I kind of like, as this image of this story is kind of forming in all our minds, this is not to say that I want to gainsay your initial idea, Amy, but I think I like the idea of everyone kind of being an insider to the property or an outsider to the property. Are we the people who've been there, or are we the people coming in? And so I sort of like the idea if we've got lawyer and perhaps debutante, that we're outsiders coming in. Yeah. When is this?
I'm just going to gently remind everyone on the podcast that I'm Black and all my characters are Black. So we have to be careful about the time period.
Yeah.
Yes. This is always I know whenever you conjure up the South, and we start thinking about like Southern Gothic as a genre and the eras in which it takes place, we're playing with some fire.
Yeah.
But we do, if you're comfortable with it, we have a history of playing kind of alternative histories. Like we have non-binary characters in the Old West who are, acknowledged the way that they would be today. So yeah, it's up to you and Ross, really.
Yeah, I don't need it to be particularly called out, but it's just one of those, like, if we hit the Interview with the Vampire level, like it's the late 1800s, I'm like, all right, we're in the antebellum South, and
yeah.
I'm not gonna not stare interestingly at that.
I know. I think there are, and we've discussed this before, like Scott and I on his podcast, that there are particular times and eras in history where the darkness of reality is so intense that it's kind of difficult to even bring the supernatural darkness into it, because it's almost a de-heighten of what's going on.
Yeah. It's the Lovecraft Country problem of oh, sweet. When will the monsters show up? Because watching a sundown town happen,
yes,
the cops are scarier than the monsters will be.
Absolutely. So I think I might want to set this like almost present day, or maybe like mid to late 20th century.
I think there's something very fun about Louisiana that the farther back you go, it gets a little timeless.
Exactly.
So you get that like, oh, we're now so remote that like history has taken over my sense of modernity.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking almost that like playing, if we're looking for genre or touchstones, maybe something like Flannery O'Connor or things like this.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because you mentioned lawyer and that I've really been on a kick of John Grisham movies lately. That sort of like 90s legal thriller. Let's maybe try to look at it through that lens, that it's
fun.
So maybe this is set in the 1990s.
Well, I was thinking like maybe an estranged brother who hasn't spoken to the deceased for decades, who's finally coming home to put the ghosts of the past to rest.
Love that.
I'm kind of thinking of what I imagine would be a younger version of this idea, Scott, kind of a black sheep who's been cast out at a young age because of some crimes that he was involved in junior high school and high school.
What? Junior high crime? Okay. No, I want to find it.
Like burglaries, things like that, I think.
Embezzling.
Embezzling.
One of the rare middle school white collar criminals.
Oh my God. I'm going to change everything once more. And I'm going to be a modern museum curator. And that's going to be like, there's probably some rumors that there's like an ancient collection of curios or something like that are maybe animalistic or occult in some way.
Yeah, this property certainly has a lot of antique treasures, and you would be a person that would possibly be hired by the family or the legal team to assess the value of such objet d'art. Love it.
Yeah. I love that because I feel like we so often have the tropes of like women being like the emotional beats of stories like this about like estranged families. And the idea that we have like the two black sheep are like the men in our party, and we're like the colder outsiders that are just like, yeah, I'm here to do my job, and you're here to see how much any of this shit is worth. Like, feels very fun. It's like a fun reversal.
Oh yes,
some fun fire and ice kind of vibes we've got here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a lawyer, a museum curator, an estranged brother, a juvenile delinquent. Do I have that right? A black sheep.
A tiny criminal.
Exactly. I think he's probably in his early 20s at this point. I don't want to have to put the children in peril content warning on all of these.
Not all of them.
Coward. I want like a 3-minute CW warning at the beginning of this podcast.
You know what? I'm taking the challenge. He's 16 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
He was sent away like he was someone else's problem. He was sent off to Oklahoma when he was a boy.
Ooh, cruel.
Wait, so could he be coming back and not even know that like the changeover is happening?
Ooh.
He just was let off with good behavior?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Child juvie?
He was sent to Oklahoma to be with other members of the family. While he was there, he was sent to juvie. Now he's out. He's trying to get away from that part of the family, so he's come back home.
Oh, I love that so much.
Love all that.
His name will be Elias Rook is his name.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh,
strong name.
Elias Rook is a great name. So you are in some way related to Scott's character, it would seem.
Yeah.
Yeah, very distant branches on the tree, maybe. But maybe we've met.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, or maybe we've been corresponding online, because I'm imagining that I've been estranged enough that this is the first time I've returned. I've even returned to the US in 50 years. It gives me an excuse for not trying to do a Louisiana accent.
Yes, you've gone native.
Yes,
in the UK. Great. Do you have a name, Scott?
I do. Fitzroy Rook.
A perfect name for estrangement, this sort of bastard kind of name. Amy, what do you think this academic, this curator, do you think they have a name?
Oh, I do, actually. I think her name is Cher Boudelaire.
Ooh.
And she's definitely from Louisiana and from around these parts. She's used to wearing gloves to examine things, and she's very by the book and straight-laced. And she's part of some society, I don't even know what it is, but the Audubon Society that champions new findings of curios and curiosities.
Cher Baudelaire, wonderful. This lawyer, do we have a sense of them? What's their name?
Yeah, I loved the Weaver joke from the beginning. So let's go with Ariadne Stone.
Ariadne.
Oh, yes.
She goes by Ari. But I love a big, long Greek name.
These are perfectly Southern Gothic choices. We love this. Ariadne Stone. Wonderful. Is Ariadne also a local?
I think she's a partner at a law firm that's here, but she's been working really hard to she's trying to move the firm to the big city. Mm-hmm. Houston.
Great.
Where NASA is, y'all.
Great. Now she's obsessed with space. I just want to go where NASA is.
The big city. Houston, I just want to say, Houston, we have a problem. That's all I want.
That's the only reason I like it. Well, when the aliens find us, Houston's going to be like the world city. That makes sense.
Amazing.
Oh no, I'm a little stupid. Uh-oh. That new show, The X-Files, came out. It really just changed my life. What year is it?
I think we're in X-Files territory. Didn't you say the 90s, Ross?
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. What a crew. All right, we've got this 90s Southern Gothic vibe swirling around. There's been a death in the family.
The Rook family.
The Rook family, yes.
Yeah.
Do you think they play chess, Cher?
I sure hope so. I'd love to get my hands on a bona fide animal carving chess set.
Okay, but you do realize, if they play chess, they're going to want to keep that, right? What's your plan here? You just here taking?
Well, I'm here to appraise things and see what the Audubon Society might like to collect. We, of course, pay premium.
The Audubon Society? Don't they like birds?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Among other things, it's mostly birds.
I read this very cool book once that says all birds are actually aliens. So I like that.
We have a different view of what birds are, but I don't mind the interest level.
Their bones are hollow.
That's true.
They're doing something weird.
And they poop and pee out of the same place they make babies, so.
Shut up.
No, they do. It's all one hole.
Disgusting.
Or efficient, just depends how you view it.
I like more complex plumbing setups. I don't trust birds. Pull! And I'm just going to start skeet shooting birds between the Spanish moss as we walk into this establishing shot.
Yeah, pull. Bang. A clay pigeon explodes into a 1,000 shivers. Because, of course, Cher Baudelaire and Ariadne Ari Stone, Esquire, are working, as it were, as a legal team to deal with the fallout of the demise of Nestor Rook, a gentleman, a recluse, living in a beautiful, beautiful mansion set far back out of New Orleans proper, out in the bayou. There's been a lot of members of the Rook family coming out of the woodwork. A lot of little tendrils on the family tree have been making their presence known, Ari Stone. A lot of people have been waiting for Nestor Rook to croak because it is thought that there's quite a bit of value tied up in this property, and quite a few people are looking to glom onto it. You, of course, represent the firm of Simcox and Dufresne, located in New Orleans, Louisiana. You have sent letters out to many of the members of the Rook family and their descendants, because the codicils on the will are rather cryptic in that they require those who wish to receive their behest to actually attend a reading of the will at the property. So you'll all be going there too. Rook Manor, out there in the swamp.
Now, I just want to be clear to sort of no one in particular, as I'm sort of filling my briefcase and snapping everything shut, that Nestor, his whole family, has been the backbone of this firm for generations. And I think we're all this might be the last handover that our firm will handle, because it was just so messy figuring out who was the next inheritor. And I think the money has bled out of the family in a way that it's like, Ari was sent here. She's not a partner yet. She was sent here to sort of do the death bounce of this large and storied account from a very famous family.
As a matter of fact, you're currently in the office of Bill Dufresne. Enormous bookcases crammed with legal volumes. This man is just hugely rotund. His pants kept up by suspenders that are hanging on for dear life. A bow tie on his neck. His flushed face is sort of reflecting the glow of the cigar that he's pulling on. You just get this all sorted, Stone, and there'll be quite a little commission in it for you. You never know. You might be moving up to bigger things, heading on up to the Houston office, if you can set this right.
Sir, you can... I will. You know what? I thought the hardest working entity in this office was those suspenders, but sir, I'm about to prove them wrong. I'm going to take care of this. I got you. Oh, the Houston office. Yeah, I got it. Don't you worry. I'm going to take care of everything. I'm going to make sure, and I just shuffle through a bunch of papers. Fitzroy is gonna, I've got it. Everything's filed. I'm missing a pen. Hold on. I got this.
Yeah, Mr. Fitzroy Rook, as I understand it, is one of the closest blood relatives to the late lamented Nestor Rook. But of course, the relations between the two of them were rather strained. Now, I think that Mr. Fitzroy Rook may attempt to press on you what his legal team is saying, that Nestor Rook took leave of his senses and for the past decade or so has been a raving maniac. And that these, whatever legal documents and wills may be in the possession of the firm are the result of a fevered, febrile, and distempered mind. So I hope that you can hold the line so that Nestor's final wishes will be spelled out to the letter.
She's somehow splattered with fountain pen ink. She's trying to like live refill her very nice fountain pen that says Houston on it. She got it made herself. This was not a gift. Okay, so we're anticipating some amount of... Wait, is Nestor... Has he shuffled off the mortal coil, or are we just kind of there to mark the passage?
Well, as I understand it, he is no longer with us in this vale of tears. No, he has shuffled off the mortal coil, as it were. No longer troubled with the affairs of mankind. He joined the company of saints, as it were. We received this letter, he says, reaching across his desk, straining against his suspenders. from one Abernathy Creighton, the caretaker of the estate, who puts to us in tearful times that her employer is no longer with us.
Okay, great.
Some of the staff of the property, it seems, are still dwelling around the place. I assume they'll be clinging to the property tooth and nail. But whoever inherits the legal rights to Rook Manor will dispose of them as they best see fit.
Okay, and again, that is Fitzroy Rook. Is there going to be a fight here? I should get my pistol. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, take mine, he says, reaching under his desk and pulling out like 3 or 4 firearms. This room, in addition to having a ton of legal books, is just wall-to-wall taxidermy. There are like half a dozen deer and elk heads looming out at you from the wall. Yes, Stone, I do expect there to be a fight. I imagine that the brother will be attempting to claim the property. I hear tell that there are some other more disreputable branches on this particular family tree coming out of the swamp, attempting to lay their claim, and some more dignified personages as well. But I've put you in touch with one Claire Boudelaire, she of the Audubon Society. Now, I thought that the Audubon Society dealt mostly in matters avian, but it turns out that they're...
And I walk in the door and was like, I was waiting outside. Didn't know it was my time to come in, but so I heard my ears ringing, so I thought I'd introduce myself.
I offer an ink-covered hand for a handshake.
Soiled my gloves a little, so...
Yeah, forgive the habiliments of Stone. It seems the fountain pen with which she wields so ably has burst its banks upon her collar.
Saints alive, hold on.
Now, I understand that you work for the Audubon Society in a more historical capacity. I was unaware that there was a historical tributary on the main branch of the Audubon Society's labors in migratory waterfowl.
So you know how Nestor was getting a little later in his life, this last decade or so.
I hear rumors, yes, rumors.
He's come to a couple of our museums meetings where I'm, stationed. I will say he's taken a liking. He had taken a liking to me in particular, and was going off about how he could really make this something. He kept saying, I could make this Audubon Society something. And I've got my own stake in the game. I'd love to have something in the Audubon Society named after a Boudelaire. I'd love to name a bird a Boudelaire, but I don't know if that's what he meant.
Yeah, very cryptic indeed.
It seemed like he wanted to donate something, but it was just never clear. Maybe he just wanted a chance to talk to a woman, No,
I heard that hesitation. You are beautiful, Miss Baudelaire.
Yeah, a pretty woman is what I was going to say.
Dufresne is now mopping his ample brow with a handkerchief and is saying, yes, Miss Baudelaire, the fairer sex has a way of disarming a chivalric gentleman. But am I given to understand then that you actually, you had face-to-face intercourse with Mr. Nestor Rook?
Yes, at a couple of our gatherings. At the Audubon Museum on Saint Street.
And here I thought this fellow was a out-and-out hermit, dwelling out in the swamp with nothing more than his books for company. It turns out he is coming into New Orleans proper to pay court to you, Miss Baudelaire?
Maybe to me. I mean, he wishes, but... I thought maybe he was mostly interested in the society. That's how he framed most of his sentences were like, I could really make this Audubon Society something.
I see. Lord, he says, mopping his brow, tugging on his cigar still more.
Miss Baudelaire, we have to leave soon. You're going to kill my boss too. Damn.
Well, I am caked out. I'm caked out, okay? I'm caked out. And if anyone has a problem with my cake...
No problems here. Oh, Lord, if I was a younger man, I'd go hunting for the baby in that king cake all night long.
Oh, my God.
But that's neither here nor there, Ms. Baudelaire. Now, just so I'm clear, the Audubon Society mostly deals in boys, but you are a historian. Can we clear this up well and once and for all? Are you a biologist or a collector of antiquities, Ms. Baudelaire?
Look, it's not well known, but the Audubon Society does have a secret society that is called it's called the Cabinet. And there actually is a cabinet where we keep some curiosities.
I had no idea that John James Audubon was such an esotericist. Well, seems that men could tame multitudes, and folks can enjoy a stuffed fowl as much as they enjoy a peculiar artifact from a time gone by.
Societies are changing, looking to diversify, so...
It is the 90s, after all. Now, I want you, Ms. Baudelaire, he says, kind of leaning over his desk. You hear it creak.
Oh, I should leave.
Oh, no, stay. I want you to...
Yeah, please stay, actually.
Keep a good eye on these relatives. Make sure everything's only up and up. Don't have your head in the clouds looking at boys, Ms. Baudelaire, but keep your eyes on the property and make sure that you clock exactly just how valuable this is, because members of the Rook family seem to believe that there's a fortune contained in this property, not only the house itself, but whatever treasures that it may contain. Although it seems that Mr. Rook found a treasure worthy of his perusal in yourself while he was still alive. You ought to draw up a precise inventory of exactly what is contained within the property, so that Miss Stone can dispose of it to the worthy party as the law sees fit, no matter what the legal team of Mr. Fitzroy Rook has to say about it, or whoever else might be joining you on this little affair. We have sent out the correspondence accordingly, as the law requires. So now I send you on your way. Good day to you both, ladies.
And a good day to you. I look forward to working with you in tandem, Ari.
Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Thank you, boss. And I holster the pistol.
Yeah, that's right. Ah, yes. Louisiana, the finest. It's good to know the law, but do not quote law to those of us with firearms, he says, twirling one of the pearl-handled pistols that he took out of his desk and secreting it back underneath. And you could see that he's so flushed, he's about to pass out. Lord, it is hot. Lord, it is hot. You hear as the door shuts behind you.
I'm going to lean in to his secretary as we pass out of there. You need to get him a baby aspirin or something. He is about to go meet the saints in his own verbiage. Okay. Miss Baudelaire, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. We've only spoken briefly on the phone, I believe, but is there anything else you need to do before we head to the Rook Manor?
Look, I didn't want to make that man flush any more than was necessary after...
He was about to die.
No, I know, but I imagine I can impart to you that some of our discourses when he did show up to our museum were a little frenetic or manic, I suppose, going on.
Oh, say more.
Yeah, Cher Baudelaire. Nestor Rook actually came to visit the Audubon Society, or I should say he came particularly to visit the cabinet. You remember a tall, gaunt man who looked like he belonged on the wall of the Audubon Society, an enormous, aquiline, avian nose, vulture-like features, sunken and sleepless eyes hung with purple bags underneath, a bald pate, and long silver hair. And he seemed to always dress in a high collar, his neck concealed with a cravat with a pin, a stately gentleman, but even in the slenderest clothes seemed to be swimming in them, his gaunt frame kind of hobbling around the Audubon Society. But he would often catch your eye and talk to you. And yes, as you said, that he would make something of the Audubon Society. And as he looked at the taxidermy on the walls, thumbed through the periodicals, and also looked at the artifacts, its historical secret wing had gathered.
So I just need you to know that I have. It's just my intuition that there's something beyond money that he thought he might contribute to our society. Now, if it is part of the will or testament, I mean, we are situated to pay a premium price, but I'm kind of excited. I will say it's rumor and hearsay only, but gosh, if I could make my name as in part of this, my lineage comes from ornithologists, and I'd love to contribute in any way I can.
Oh, okay. Well, Miss Baudelaire, I don't know if it's just your sort of energy or aura, because I'm starting to feel plumb like a crawfish in a boil. But if we can find...
I am caked out, yeah.
You are caked out. It does feel inappropriate for me to say, but I'm glad you're kind of owning it.
I just know what I know.
Yeah, and I'm proud of it. Look, if we can find whatever curio you would like to add to the cabinet and keep any and all relevant rooks from noticing it, just let me know. Things get deleted from wills and lists of accounting all the time.
Wow.
Well, Ari, I like the way your mind works. I like I said, I'm getting more and more into working in tandem with you.
And let's see you in an automobile, moving out of the urban environments of New Orleans, across bridges, past filling stations, as you go out into the swamp, into the bayou, past little stores selling crawfish and boudin, into stands of trees dripping with moss, over little eddies of swampy water. Cher, you may notice birds flocking overhead, herons and gulls.
Oh, birds. Oh, look, it's birds. Oh, my.
Can you tell what kind of birds they are?
Sure. Well, that's obviously a pelican.
Oh, like, just, I mean...
They're just out and about.
No, I know.
They don't always... They fly around. They don't just sit in the ocean. They do other stuff. They fly.
Wow.
Ma'am, I am aware. I was just wondering if you had maybe a descriptor of the type of pelican. Like, behold.
Yeah.
Even I know that is a roseate spoonbill. See, because it's kind of pink.
Right. That one is, and the other one is a gray pelican.
Oh, okay.
It's just a gray pelican.
Amazing.
Great. And as this conversation goes on, Zydeco wafting from the speakers in your car.
My champagne-colored Toyota Camry, because it's the 90s.
Yeah, the champagne-colored Toyota Camry moves over the bridge into the bayou. Our camera moves up into the sky, past the roseate spoonbill, past the gray pelicans, and deeper out into the dark swamp. You see now the hum and churn of insects in the air, the palpable, syrupy humidity as you move deeper and deeper into these swampy regions. And our camera moves deeper and deeper, darker, greener. Cypress knees bulge up from the water. Algae clogs the little eddies of water. Mosquitoes move in clouds around the tree stumps. You can see the eye of an alligator break the surface and rove around. And then, breaking out of the foliage, an enormous dark structure, woven with vines, hanging with weeds, a stagnant mead pond out front. Here is Rook Manor. There are several vehicles parked out front, and it is here where we see, kind of leaning against a couple of these cars, Fitzroy and Elias Rook.
Yeah, Fitzroy is very much his brother's brother. He has the same kind of features. He has the same aquiline nose and sunken eyes. slicked back white hair, but just a pencil-thin moustache as well to complete the look. He's dressed in a suit, a Savile Row suit that was probably very expensive and very fine once, but is looking a little bit frayed and perhaps a little bit too small for his spreading frame. And he just leans on the car, looks up at the mansion, and says, "Still a shithole."
And I think Elias, none of these cars are his. He took the bus from Shreveport and probably walked like 7 or 8 miles just to get here. So he's got some swampy regions himself. He has no idea what the fuck's going on. He just came back here to ask for money since he's recently been released from juvie. And I think he's going to be, he's really thin. He has sharp features like everyone else in the family. And he's going to be giving Fitzroy a really long look. He's wearing clothes that are actually too small for his body because he's been in juvie for a few years and he got his intake clothes back when they released him. But he's going to look at Fitzroy and say, "Hey, weren't you on my bus, mister?"
I'll just point to the car I clearly drove here.
You're real familiar. Did we meet at a birthday or a reunion?
You clearly have Rook features. You must be... Let me guess. You're one of my brother's little bastards, aren't you?
Gets like nose to nose with you, beak nose to beak nose with you. Mind your words once we get in front of all the people, all right? I got enough bad shit following me already.
So you're not one of Nestor's brood?
Not his. Folks made that real clear when they sent me off. But I guess you're technically correct, maybe, and I'll let that slide.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Now you want to tell me what the fuck's going on? Why are all these cars here? Old man didn't like company.
And that's when you hear one of the doors slam, and a woman of about 40 steps out, just done up to the nines. Extremely glamorous dress. She's got a fan in her hand. You can tell that as soon as she steps out, like sweat begins to bead on her forehead. It's so hot. And she kind of wafts over to you. "I was finding it rather too close there in my car. I was wondering if either of you gentlemen brought along a canteen or perhaps a Gatorade. I'm beginning to glow."
I got a little Abita left. It's warm, but, you know.
Excuse me?
He'll offer a bottle of beer that he's carrying. It's Abita, you know.
Thank you, but no thank you. It's not quite late enough for my temperament.
Yes, ma'am. It's practically water, to be honest with you. That's not me making a recommendation. It's just science.
Well, water is what I'd prefer. Unless, of course, one of you happens to have a fine glass of chilled Chablis. Although, given the environments, it does not appear as though that's in the offing.
I'll just look round at Elias and say, "I have not missed this place one bit."
I'm sorry, I've been rude, and I have you at a disadvantage. Corinne Rook Creighton, she says, kind of holding her hand out.
I will look at her hand as if I'm not quite sure what to do with it, and then just shake it and, Fitzroy Rook.
Fitzroy?
Nestor's brother.
Well. She gives you a big smile. Well, you've come from quite far away.
Yes, and you are, I assume from the name, related?
Yes. Y'all's father, Elias Rook, had a brother, and I am the wife of his third son.
So you're nothing.
She just kind of like, she takes this like being punched in the stomach. Okay. A gasp escapes from her lips and her fan kind of goes over her face. Well, I thought that they bred decorum there across the pond, but it seems as though they've undone with nurture what nature could not provide. As she turns on her heel and just gives you a little nod. Elias, like, thank you for your generosity, although my disposition forces me to decline. I'm glad to see that among our number there are still some skilled in the arts of manly chivalry.
That's one for the character witness pile.
She kind of walks away, and that is when you hear a roar in the distance as a champagne-colored car begins to pull into the sort of carriage round in front.
No, I'm doing a lap around the block. I want more of these interactions. Thank you so much. 1 more hour of this.
Oh, if only there were a block. But it is as though a road has sort of been built up by sand and soil. You get the sense as you drove here, Ariadne, that if this little kind of dike had not been fashioned through the swamp, this entire property would be entirely cut off and fully surrounded by bayou. And it doesn't look that well used itself. You get the sense that, like, maybe when the tide rises, the brackish water covers up this little roadway, and this entire manor sits almost like in a little swampy island, entirely enclosed by foliage and water.
And they're all fighting over this shithole? All right. Like, pull all the way up.
Yes, Ariadne, it looks like a shithole. This looks like a ruin. You can see the plants are sort of like climbing up the colonnades on the portico. Part of the wall seems to have tumbled down. A tree seems to be growing through a window upstairs. It's like the swamp is reclaiming this building. And you're beginning to wonder why the hell anybody would want it.
I think there's like an early laugh, especially like as the conversation with Cher has been like very light and fun as we've driven in. But Ari is kind of retreating into her brain, realizing that she's done weeks and weeks, and she's put in so many hours on this account specifically, and fighting over this home makes no sense unless there's something else that they're actually fighting over, because this house isn't it. Mm-hmm. So I think she actually gets really quiet and really stony and still. Stone, like her last name, as she pulls up, because she is actually trying to assess what is being fought over here.
If you want to, you could try to give me like an appraise roll at this point, just looking at the house.
For the love of God, don't make me roll. Ross! Oh, shit, I almost did it. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8?
Yeah, but my appraise is only 5. So can I spend 3 luck to make this?
Yeah, spend 3 points of luck.
I really didn't think that was going to go that well. I've met myself as I've rolled. Like,
wonderful.
I thought that was going to go very differently.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing. But yeah, you're not a trained appraiser of antiques and real estate, but you're smart and lucky. And as you pull up, just looking at the facade, yes, it's what I said. It's a ruin. But you also get the sense of the immense age of the place. It does look antebellum. It looks very, very old. And even though the building is sort of being reclaimed by the swamp, you have the sense that this home is the evidence of, at least one time, an extremely powerful and wealthy family. Just with your interactions by mail with other Rooks and their descendants, you're not getting the sense of people living extremely high on the hog. So you're beginning to, it's dawning on you that, yeah, Nestor Rook probably has a massive nest egg if he's got all this. He probably had a lot of family money that he was not spending on house upkeep. So so this may have been accruing interest for quite some time, and whoever is going to make out from this will might be getting a tidy sum. And if it's this old, then per Cher Baudelaire's remit, there may be some really interesting and valuable antiques in there.
Fascinating. Okay. All right.
Ari, do you feel it?
Do I feel what?
Oh yeah, you hear that too.
Sorry, I haven't eaten since Shreveport.
Someone feed that boy.
Come on, don't say it like I'm a stray. But yes, please.
You see a young man sipping a beer, a tall, gaunt, nattily dressed fellow leaning against a car with a hard look, and a very stylish woman kind of walking towards your car.
Oh my Lord, as I live and breathe, it's Nestor.
No, he's dead.
No, I mean, I know, but that's a spitting image of him. I mean, that's him. I mean, God, if I weren't a sane woman, I would say that is Nestor Rook. That is the man himself who's looking to be involved in the cabinet.
Okay. Well, they're getting closer to the car, so smiles up. It's time to get to work.
Here we go. Hi, y'all.
The woman has come right up to the car as you parked.
Oh, God, to the window.
It's like, oh, ladies, it is good to see you. Some representatives of civilization, which around here it seems are in rather short supply. Corinne Rook Creighton at your service.
Oh, hello, Ari Stone.
Oh, you must be the lawyer.
I am, amongst other things, the executor of Mr. Nestor Rook's will, yes.
Well, I certainly hope that we can cut through all this legal red tape and get down to the business of the will itself. You must have read it over. You have not read it over. The codicils of the will have insisted that the seal be broken only on the premises of the house. It seems that the Rooks are an eccentric brood, and there's some rules attached to the reading of the will.
I think Ari, in this moment, like, being able to see multiple Rooks and Rook Creightons, truly understands, like, oh, Rook's like the bird. She feels like she's walking literally into like a swampy nest of carrion birds, and is just trying really hard to play off her discomfort like it's the humidity down here. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my briefcase and clutch it to me. Red tape is an obnoxious truth of my work, but we will respect all of Nestor and your family's wishes. One thing at a time, ma'am.
Alas, my husband is no longer with us.
Oh, it seems to be going around. And I'm going to slide around her and try to move towards the front door. I do not enjoy this interaction.
Cher has this like light of excitement in her eyes that, I mean, she's looking at Elias and seeing Nestor. Fitzroy obviously is also related, but the abject ruin that this place is in is making her think of some of the other excursions that she's been on. And she has this sense that she's investigated kind of native settlements and that sorts of thing. And then she's investigated ziggurats and pyramids in her lifetime. And this is much more, this has the feeling of something more grandiose. She walked past Fitzroy and goes to Elias and goes, "Lovely day for an adventure, isn't it?"
Yeah, there's just so many goddamn birds around here. It's like, can barely hear.
And you like that? And we like that.
Sure. How are you related to the family? I assume the old man died?
Yes, you don't have the look of one of my brother's bastards, are you? You must be his mistress.
Do you practice being rude, or does that just come with the suit and the stupid-ass accent?
Oh, wow, that's a quick line to draw, don't you think? I mean, I would say I'm offended, but I also might not have any room to talk right now. No, I'm part of the Audubon Society, and yes, we mostly dabble in birds.
If you will allow it, Corinne kind of comes up beside you and like slips her arm through yours in this kind of conspiratorial way. It's like, pay no mind to him. He thinks he has a sharp tongue and a silver one, but I believe it's a rather blunt instrument. She'll try to usher you away. Okay, well, it seems the reading of the will can't be done quite yet, so shall we within? she says, kind of looking around.
Rating of the will. I mean, we used to watch the Saints on Sunday when I was little. Maybe that buys me a little piece of this.
You never know.
The door opens. It just groans on its hinges. It sounds rather like the that you still kind of hear deeper in the swamp.
Am I the only one hearing that?
No, they're toads. Don't worry about it. It's toads. It's toads and crayfish. And when they get together, the sounds they make, popping in and out of holes, creating suctions. Oh, my.
That don't sound like toads. I've spent some time here. Can I make a listen roll to see if it is toads?
Give me a listen or a natural world roll.
Okay, I'm pretty good at listen. Natural world, not so much. Okay, I did fail. I kind of want to push the roll.
Oh, yeah.
Could I push the roll by inching closer to the swamp?
Yes.
Okay, I kind of hear the sound, and I'm just going to be walking toward it, drinking what's left of the Abita.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it exactly? No. 65 over 60. I failed my push.
You failed your listen roll, and that was a pushed roll.
Yeah, so I can't use luck on this one.
That's right. If you fail a push roll, something terrible happens.
Oh, it was a fun game anyway.
Too soon.
I'm just 16, Ross.
That's not going to work.
The rest of you, Cher, Fitzroy, Ari, see this door creak open. And perhaps for a moment you are unnerved by the abject and abyssal darkness revealed by the opening of this door. There is no light to be seen. And then, moving out of the shadows, an aged face. Just a network and web of wrinkles. And a tight, silvery style of hair gathered up on the top of a wizened head. High collar, kind of blinking out into the light. Oh, wonderful, you've all arrived. Please do come in. And, but you don't see that, Elias, because you're listening. You're listening to the sound coming from the water's edge.
What is this?
You move towards the kind of sandy bank of this property that seems to have been built up out of the swamp. You're listening and drawing closer, kind of brushing some of the moss out of the way, and hearing that low rumbling sound. And then, of course, you try harder by leaning forward. And then, of course, as the others hear this woman's broken voice begin to speak, out of the darkness of the stagnant water surrounding the property, the enormous leathery snout of an alligator breaks the surface and attempts to grab you by the arm and pull you into the water.
Oh my gosh!
I really should have known better. So I assume I need to roll something.
Yeah, sounds like you might need to roll a dodge.
Yeah, you'll hear him. He'll yelp like, ah, when he jumps out of the water as he tries to dodge away.
Not a toad.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. Let me see what my dodge score is, because I did roll 97.
Oh, no.
Bud.
Oh, my dodge is 50, so it's not a fumble. It's 50. Exactly. Ooh, that was close. A bad failure, but not a fumble. I just got home.
A failure. Okay.
The bottle shatters.
The child shatters.
The child shatters.
I walked 7 miles to get murdered by luggage.
I rolled a 36 over 35 for my alligator's dexterity.
Ooh.
So that's 2 failures.
That's fortunate.
The teeth of this beast snap down with the weight and power of a Mack truck. You can feel that if you were just an inch further forward, your entire hand would have been rent off its joint, and you would have tumbled into the water to be rolled and drowned by this creature. But you have kind of stumbled backwards. You failed, so you've not exactly dodged as much as you've fallen backwards out of the way.
Oh yeah, just covered in mud, I imagine.
You failed. It also failed. It failed to snap you, but you've now fallen down in the mud. And of course, it's still there. The rest of you have heard it scream. You can see the little membranes on its eyes like flip as it looks at you and begins to shift its bulk to attempt to consume you and drag you into the water. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm running towards her as fast as I can. I'm going to grab that broken bottle and stab the alligator. And I'm wearing my archaeologist boots. I'm wearing my explorer's boots.
Oh, cool.
What do you do for a living?
Every time I think I've got you figured out, Cher Baudelaire, you've been looking at ziggurats and you have special boots.
Right? She's caked up in archaeology boots.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I thought those were big pumpkin pants jodhpurs, but you are filling them out.
She's just shaped like that.
Yeah. Great.
Does anybody have a gun? A real good time to stop being modest.
Yes, but there's a woman running with a broken beer bottle that's kind of obscuring my shot. I'm running over with my little pistol.
You can go ahead and it sounds like you heard that scream and dashed. So I think that you can act next. Since it failed, it's kind of like gathering its strength. You can see it sort of like thrashing up out of the water. And you now see this huge gator, Cher Baudelaire, and Elias Rook kind of on his back like a turtle, helplessly sliding around in the mud. Are you going to attempt to stab the gator?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to stab the gator with his broken bottle.
That would be fighting brawl.
Okay, 25. I can go lower than that. No, I can't. A 92. A 92 over 25.
Okay.
It does have tough skin.
But yeah, that's fine. I just, it's my enthusiasm that counts.
That's right. I'm afraid it's an alligator, so it's not really thinking very strategically. So it sees the threat and it's going to fight back.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry for getting everybody killed so early.
No, this is actually the funniest way this could go.
Yeah.
It succeeds.
Okay.
No, she was helping me.
I think while this is going on, I'll just look over at Ari and say, well, this may simplify the distribution of the estate.
And I do like the snap point and go, Fitzroy, and then take off with my gun to go try to...
Oh my God. Claire, you were so heroic. But you also did try to you tried to fight an alligator with a broken bottle.
I was hurting a child.
Cher Baudelaire, this is going to be really bad.
Okay.
The beast fought back and it succeeded. You're taking 5 points of damage as the teeth of this thing close around your arm.
Oh, God.
What is your total hit points?
9.
Uh-oh.
What I'd like now is for you to roll a Constitution roll. If you succeed, it means you stay conscious.
All right, come on, baby. Oh, really bad.
Oh, no.
I don't want bad things to happen to other people's characters, but I want this story to just be about how a crocodile ate us. Croc of Cthulhu!
That's a 99 out of over 50.
Right.
And I want to push the roll really bad.
I don't think you cannot. There are certain persnickety rules about when you can push and when you can spend luck. And this is one where you cannot push.
Damn it. I'll go unconscious. That's okay.
I'm sure we'll save you. You hear me? I just met you, ma'am, but you don't get to just die.
You might need to start cooking up a new character here, Amy.
That's fine.
Call it Cthulhu. Sometimes it be like that.
That's fine. That's crazy.
Oh my God! That's so funny.
Yeah. We've never had something like this happen this early.
This is so fun.
This podcast is brought to you by Thomson Reuters. The best don't just do their work, they change what's possible. Cases won, audits completed, jobs saved. Behind every one of those moments is a professional who needed to get it right and did. Thomson Reuters builds the technology that sharpens insights, speeds up decision-making, and powers the outcomes that matter. So when professionals act, the impact is felt by everyone. Be a changemaker. Visit tr.com/changemakers.
Thanks so much for listening to Push the Roll with Ross Bryant. You can follow me on Instagram at RossBB, and if you enjoyed the show and want to shape future episodes, find us at patreon.com/pushtheroll. Subscribe, submit your title ideas, and help decide where our next roll takes us. Catch you next time.